Chaos overnight on Capitol Hill. House Democrats right there staging a 16-hour sit-in over gun control, nearly coming to blows over what an enraged Republican congressman sees as the real threat. It's not guns, it's...
Incredible. That was on Periscope. Here to react, that enraged lawmaker himself, now much calmer, Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert. Congressman, tell us what brought you to that moment.
Well, this has been going on for hours. It should have been stopped hours before. Even some of the long-term Democrats have said, this is really getting out of hand. You guys need to take over and stop the chaos. This is a little scary. And the Democrats had taken control of all 8 microphones at the point that the footage you showed was on. The microphones were not on, but they had taken over the chamber. Yeah. And this is unprecedented. It was incredible. They were blocking business. So they weren't just standing up for rights, they were taking away rights. And I'm telling you, Brian, it was incredible to see, you know, real American folk heroes like John Lewis who were brutalized and stood up for civil rights. Folks were there using the instruments that help gain civil rights to try to take away people's civil rights. And I just saw this article, had seen this yesterday. 81,000 names are on the no-fly list, but fewer than 1,000 are Americans. It means if this administration would protect us from people coming in, and then we wouldn't have to worry about maybe 1,000 people.
Congressman Lewis
was on
the no-fly list. Congressman Lewis was on the no-fly list, erroneously, by the way.
Well, and so was Martin Luther King Jr. back when he was alive. I mean, it's insane to try to take away our civil rights, our Second Amendment rights. And I'll tell you, the gun-free zones are where these terrorists like to go because they know they're protected. And then they were fundraising. They're doing fundraising calls based on the deaths of these people, and we're standing up for it. It is just so outrageous what was going on.
Right. Well,
and even Democrats were saying unprecedented.
You touched on the right word there. We're talking about terrorism here.
That's right, radical Islam.
As people get up on this Thursday morning and they look in on Occupy Capitol Hill, which the Democrats staged.
That's a good description.
Last night into the early morning hours. This is one of the reasons why, Congressman, with all due respect, people hate politicians.
Oh, yeah, it's why Donald Trump is doing so well. They want somebody that will stand up for their rights as they see them flittering away. It's just incredible that this went on for this long, and they were violating just a whole myriad of rules, and it didn't matter at all. And when I was getting on to the sergeants at arms, hey, you enforce these rules. You can't be using your cell phones to take pictures, film, broadcast. And they said, yes, but when we tell you guys, you stop. They won't stop. We keep telling them to stop, but they won't obey any rules.
Well, it's a big story this morning because the Democrats did it, but I have a feeling if the Republicans staged it, it would be a tiny little item on page 19 of the New York Times.
Oh, yeah. Occupy Capitol Hill is a good description, though. But our rights are worth fighting for, and some of us are going to keep doing that.
And you were doing that last night. Thanks for getting up with us today, Congressman Louie Gohmert. Thank you.
I'm still up. I didn't have to get up.
All right. Thank you, sir.